Good morning, 10th of June 21. Officer shortage disruption 75. There is and there has been traditionally in shipping officer shortage. Now, what are we doing to disrupt this shortage in supply? It's very easy. We need to have one educational system for all the officers. Some countries have this officer-only scheme like Peru and Spain, and other countries like India and Latvia and England and many other countries, and they have this rating to officer scheme whereby a rating can go all the way up the ladder up to a captain or a chief engineer. And indeed, this, if you start with 18, 20 years old, it is positive because then you cannot teach someone to serve when they are 25, not at competitive level. Every competitor starts 6 years old, yes, how to fill this training if you are to be professional climber, Alex Honnold doing the boulder problem, and this you must learn very young and continue practicing every day. So these systems that are only just officer schemes, like I mentioned in Peru and Spain, are just they have to be dismantled. I mean, we have to have just one system, and really, if we have declared essential the seafarers, well, I hope so, and we have declared frontier workers, well, I hope so, then perhaps one day we start thinking in the maritime organizations and the international chamber of shippings and international ship owners associations, employers associations, that we just need one training system for officers. I hope that this disruption 75 is useful today, because if not, there will be lack of officers, and the fleet is growing. Therefore, also we must think that the real demand for officers is that the mentality we have, the people that work at sea, is completely different from that of those that work at shore and they do 40 hours. At sea, either we have a task and we finish, or we just simply don't go home. It's very simple, or we stay in the ship on board. Safety is first. Therefore, this is our mentality. This you cannot buy in the shore companies. Of course, people like to get these kind of officers and the crew from the sea. And this is the real problem, not the shortage of officers, no. I think the real problem is that the demand for officers is growing and growing and growing, because people are starting to think and are starting to know. Why have the seafarers been declared essential and the frontier workers and, from my point of view, fundamentals? Because shore people just work by 40 hours, 30 hours, 35 hours. I work 115, 120 hours per week, but that's not the question. The question is that we get the job done. And that is something that you cannot really get into any other kind of workers apart from officers and crew. So these people are heroes in what they do in silence, and this is very well rewarded, and this is raw crew management that is going up the price, yes, and it will keep on going up. So I think we have to start to change the educational system today. Well, a lot of countries are not going to do that because that's why they have so many medals. And you see, the question is not to do a thing for humanity. But those countries that do, and I have seen, like for example, India, thank you very much, India. Those countries that invest in their own people, in the educational systems of these ratings to officers, they will have a huge boost in their economy, because these people, just one of them is worth 5,000 of the others. I think so. And that is the real problem from my point of view. It's not supply-demand situation or the dollar or the euro or this coronavirus. No, 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 no. It's a question of that the ones that work with the sea have a different mentality, and of course, at the same prices and qualities and training, we are much sought after, and this will continue because now we are essential, we are frontier, we are fundamental, but people are starting to think. Thank you very much indeed. Take care. And if you are a ship owner, please think different. This coronavirus has put us in another dimension. Now we realize that this shortage is here, so now we can pool our database with your database and we can do it transparently at 2% agency key. Yes, we can. Thank you. Take care. Bye.